I'm the only one. Camille Farachi. And my dad always says, when they made me, they broke the mold.
Where are you from originally?
Yeah. Brooklyn. And I was a delinquent tomboy. I used
were.
to beat up everybody, the girls and the boys on my block. And the teacher always had me in the principal office, and my dad would come in. Well, she's nice, but she's a little, you know. Brooklyn was only one part of people. But then when I went to school in Manhattan and we moved to Astoria, all different. The world opens up, and the art and the people. And you don't always fight like hoods on the corner. But living in New York when Soho just started in Greenwich Village, I used to make pillows with the yarn, Dick. And for this size pillow, I got $100 in 1968. And my dad bought me a sewing machine then. I can make any kind of clothes, any kind of design, anything. So then I made it Art and Design High School, FIT, Pratt. I went there first, and I was excelling with all the art. It was wonderful, meeting all different people, drawing, because I'm more hands-on, making things, doing things, and I loved it. Well, what really brought me here was getting in debt in Pratt for $1,000 a semester in 1965. I couldn't afford $1,000 a semester, can you believe it? Met my first husband at school, a Cerno, right? He came from Greenwich Village. So I came here, the best part of these Sky Lakes, the mountain, Minnewaska and Mohawk. I says, what are they talking about now? And we do anything for freedom. We wanted truth and freedom. We wanted that. Everyone wanted that.
My best friend was like looking for a kitten, and I had no interest in getting a cat, but I went with her for the ride to Albany, where this lady had a farm where all these barn cats were born. And she wanted to get rid of them. She put on Craigslist, and we went, and there was like all these little pairs of kittens, and me and my best friend fell in love with the black ones. My housemates found her like choking on something, and she died on September 4th. Immediately after, I was like heartbroken, and I knew right away, like maybe it was too soon, but I wanted another cat right away. I found Camille way before I had my first kitten.
Okay, kitty, 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 kitty.
I hate pet shops. I thought about other places I could get kittens, like rescue places and other things of that sort. But I don't know, there's something about that farm, and I wanted to get a kitten from there. But she said that I had to wait 8 weeks till the kitten was ready to go, because they need like their mother's milk.
I bought her. Yeah. I don't only have a sale cash business, because you have to do anything.
I had no money, and she understands that, and like goes back to the old way of bartering.
People that want a dog can't afford it. I says, good, could you paint? Can you rake? Can you do anything? I make a list. I bought her. How many hours? I says $10 an hour flat. If you work real good, 15. If you're exceptional, I give you 20 an hour, mark it off.
I made a sign for her, like repainted that sign I first saw.
They either clean, make signs, take me for rides to my other farmer to pick up animals, bunnies or chickies.
We went to this other farmer, and he had like chickens, eggs, like in a white and black sign. And I was like, oh, do you want me to make your sign like that? She's like, no, I gotta make it more jazzy than that. You know me and my personality. And helped her feed like the animals for a little. And when I would come to visit like the kittens, I would help walk some of the dogs and stuff to help pay for it. She is like a huge personality. She plays music for either herself or like the animals to keep them happy. Very eccentric.
That I got first from egg laying and milking people that milk the cows. It's very tranquil. Symphonies, jazz, or like a bluegrass kind of music, or low-key rock, you know, not hardcore, not punk, not crazy. They don't like it, they all get wild.
I've never met anybody like her. And she's very good-hearted. Like, all she wants out of the world is, like, peace and happiness for, like, no one gets old, no one gets sick. Everyone loves each other and the animals.
I almost have the deal. I didn't have enough. I was eating and selling them, you know, to Culinary Institute, because they buy from all the local farmers what's gourmet food. Chicken eggs, healthy, but the best egg is the guinea. They eat ticks and fleas, and since I have them 1.5 dozen for the property, not one dog has a tick or a flea. I saved $1,000 on flea collars, on medicine, and twice I had Lyme disease with antibiotics, so that helps. And the eggs are gourmet. Orange, like pheasant, quail, bobwhite, white, any game bird. Very healthy for you, like filet mignon. I got the fiber dogs too, with the hair, and you get tax deductions on your property. So, which is good. Any little I get as a senior and coming here to help. And the goats, fiber goats, and goat milk, very healthy for you. Goat cheese and goat milk, but I don't have enough to produce for everyone. What's nice, farmers work together. They keep a tab going. They don't pressure you like the bank or the credit card. They know when your crop comes in, so to say, like my pups are in. So they wait with the money. My farmer guy's waiting a year. He gives me my hay. He gives me my food, which is nice. I meet strange people. Anybody, strangers, and everyone gets friendly, smiling. But then there's that 25% to 50 that hate me.
Peter John Yanch, filmmaker and animal rights activist.
This is Shelby.
I think Camille's probably a hoarder, like a cat lady. You know, the cat ladies with the hundreds of cats. She could have probably had everything a little better organized. If I was like a public inspector, I'd be like, okay, you know, you probably should like throw out half of these cages and like have the animals in a more organized, you know, in more organized environments. When I saw her, she had a fair amount of, you know, a few dogs that were all on very short leashes that kept them in a very confined area, and they were all adults, so it was like obvious that they'd been there for their whole life.
What are you doing? The dog on a leash. Oh, I says, you want him to go, jump in your car and run with you? He'll go right in, you know.
I don't have my dog on a leash ever. She could use to make the place a little more official. You know, there are pet stores that are legitimate that are probably much worse. She had really cool chickens. They looked like something out of Dr. Seuss. She does a lot of cool stuff. And you know, she had a lot of animals, and it wasn't like out of control. They weren't normal chickens. No, I don't really think she's like super legit. I think a health inspector should probably take a look at the place. And if they think it's cool, then fine. She should keep running the operation.
Oh, devalue the property. I heard that with my neighbor. I devalue. How do I devalue? I give back the earth. I give back nourishment, hay, and food, and we're healthy. That's the point of farming. You gotta know this is a team around here. This is a team effort. They're watching too. They know, you know. But the mortgage and the little money for repairs, you gotta do that, okay? But then again, I'm a camper. I would have been happy with just a little cabin with a patio and my barn. This is what keeps me sane in an insane world. Crazy. That's it. Well, I like an educational program. More young farmers living and teaching things and knowing about how healthy, like, it's more healthy to eat the free-range eggs than eating a dead factory chicken. The truth is how we live our lives, how we conduct ourselves, and the kingdom that's coming. Creativity, inventing things, and the hope when it comes. Paradise, see? You won't see crooked hands.